can't say how boys, how you doing there?
A little something. Go ahead, man. Break it down.
When you really break it down,
we're just two honks and a Negro serving the Lord. We're just two honks and a Negro singing our song.
Did you boys know that the gay dude from Sex Ed is the new Doctor Who?
I don't know what Sex Ed is.
You ever seen Sex Ed?
No, I don't know.
Good show. Good show. Good show. Good show.
Wait, the Netflix joint?
Yeah.
Oh, that's John Hard. Yeah.
Yeah, you know the gay black bull is a new fucking Doctor Who? I don't watch Doctor Who.
I don't know what Doctor Who is.
It's a British.
I never watched an episode of either of these shows.
It's a Sex Ed is good.
Sex Ed's really funny. Good. That's good. I have no idea what Doctor Who.
Yeah, Doctor Who is like some big time British
that's the bull
bullshit
that
show.
Jimmy Rizzo, probably.
The Reading Rainbow guy?
Holy shit.
Maybe? I don't know what Reading Rainbow. Like a new Reading Rainbow? Talking about the gay black bull from Sex Ed. You know what I'm talking about. The Otis's best friend.
I guess what I'm asking, but no, I'm dumb. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're all dumb here. So, welcome to the No Fuss Podcast, everybody. Welcome back. Thank y'all for showing up. We are streaming. All right. How are the boys doing this weekend?
I'm doing good. Doing fantastic.
Great.
Tim's hair's looking fantastic.
My what?
Your hair's looking fantastic, Tim.
Thank you. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I know you were fishing for that comment. I know.
I'm not gonna lie, Tim. I know Kyle's saying that, and I'm not saying this just to fuck it.
He's telling you to shave that shit right now. You look terrible.
But when I first seen you, I was like, "Damn, Tim looks sweaty," but like not like
damn dog. You said your hair
like
look
you
wet.
just ran a marathon type of sweaty. Like you look like one of them type of motherfuckers that just be sweaty.
I'm not sweaty. I'm not a sweaty guy.
I know. I'm just saying that's what I first saw. Like, damn, why Tim look like you one of them type of niggas that be sweating a lot? But like, I know you not. But like, that's the way you look. You look like a motherfucker. Like, if I ain't know you, I would just think you one of them sweaty motherfuckers.
Dog, how do y'all feel about women who have like?
Wait, do I always look like that, or I just look like
no,
that?
that was the
That's
surprise.
Right
I'm like, you didn't look like this last week.
It's the brown
shirt. It's the fun thing about you, Tim. Because I swear to God, you look different almost every fucking week. So like, I'll just be excited just to see the new Tim. What he gonna look like this week?
I do
change up.
Yeah, I do. I look like a redneck right now.
Give it a week.
Yeah. Yeah, trimmed up.
How you boys feel about women who have like double G titties?
Not really into it.
Honestly, I'd have to see what that is because nowadays, you remember back in the day, it would be like, oh, like double D crazy.
Shout out to this girl, but look at them joints.
Whoa.
How you feel about them joints? Shout out to her. Dog. This is crazy.
It's crazy, but it's not crazy. I need to see the whole thing.
Right.
Because if she like this, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But if she like this, oh, that's
bro. I mean,
the strongest back ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say this back is struggling because I mean you can see waist.
That might just be a fucking one of them
things.
That
could be
What are you trying to say? Like a waist trainer?
Yeah. Like I mean,
dog, it ain't getting that much. It's
yeah. All right, like clearly it's not fucking
like you're not getting another like 6 inches off that, John.
Nah, but that helped the flick though.
Be surprised.
Bro, those things are insane.
Yeah, no doubt.
That is a back problem in the making.
That's like my skull.
God bless that woman. God bless her.
Yeah, just for having a back.
Dude, just to put up with the back pain of that, like that's the Lord's work right there. That's how you know God's job.
And the back pain and like the drawing attention. Like that's like
100%, dog. I don't even know how you grow titties that big. Like, there's got to be something in the. You got to be eating something.
She might have been used to
You dog, I know a bunch of chicks that used to be fat ain't got titties like that.
Not weird. You ever see a fat girl with
But I've also seen some fucking natural webbies. So like, it could be natural.
I've never seen anything that big.
Yeah, them Johns is crazy.
Like she might be like 6 foot.
I don't know, bro. For something
Or
like
she
that,
might be
I feel
super
this
short.
build is like, yeah, she might be like 4'11".
Yeah,
That's fucking wild.
That would be crazy.
That's
the
fucking wild.
Dude, the veins on your titties be that crazy. That's insane.
Oh, I seen a midget today.
Sounds like girls with big old fat titties. Where'd you see a midget at, dog?
At work.
You have a midget at work now?
No, but I seen one. They was shopping. First, I thought it was a kid from a distance.
Hold on.
Wait,
Hold on.
what? Wait,
Hold on. I know I'm the wrong person to make this joke. Was he in the ladder aisle?
But they were by like lumber.
They?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because he was with a tall person. I thought it was a kid.
I was about to say multiple. There was multiple of these guys.
No, but I thought it was a kid. I thought it was a dad and his kid because the little motherfucker was like this. So
it wasn't like 4 of them trying to do a little rascal situation.
Just a gaggle of them.
I would have had to pull out my phone. I would have go.
That would have been sick. Little rascal fucking get up to the top shelf, pull down like a fucking piece of copper.
I think that's my first time ever seeing one in the wild.
You ever watch that show, Little People, Big World?
Yeah.
Not in a long time.
Show's still in the air.
Oh, did y'all ever look for
like
the
new episodes? Or like...
Yeah. The two
That's
midget,
insane.
The two midget like parents, they got divorced.
Dude, they couldn't make it work.
No, they ended up both.
Dude, what fucking what kind of hope is there for the rest of us?
They found normies. They found they both found regular sized people.
Yeah, because they got famous.
So the dude found some normal chick that would suck on his dick when he couldn't barely move his legs around. And the girl fucking got dicked down by some normal ass dick.
Yeah, I think he's a biker.
Oh God, you better have a fucking hog on you if you're a biker. Jesus,
y'all ever look for the
pedaling
midget
around
village?
with a penis
Somewhere in that, it was in Aston, wasn't it?
Yeah, you talking about Midgetville?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those that like have been a thing, but there was a small village of tiny homes. We actually grew up down the street from it, and then one of our brother's friends burned one of them down, or a couple of them down. Which now they don't. I don't think they're there anymore. I know they're like the camp.
I believe.
Yeah, I think the camp's all gone of like tiny homes and stuff and tiny cabins.
Homes are there now.
I think so. The street is still there. The homes are still there.
We got caught back there one time.
We did by the camp council.
Yeah, and then we ended up.
I could have sworn when I first heard the story, I was like, "Oh, midget."
Hold up.
Them, like I started hearing more like wild stories about like how like if they found you, like they would try to chase you out of there and shit, like and all this.
I've heard rumors, but I never heard anybody say that. Because there's one in Ridley, right?
Yeah, there's one in Ridley too. But it made me think: were these motherfuckers midgets or were they leprechauns? Making our leprechauns real.
Solid question. You know
what I mean? Because why would midget? Hey, what grown adult? Hell, what little teenager badass kid that's just is going to be chased out of the woods by some midgets?
Well, it's a lot of midgets.
They have rocks.
I don't get. Again,
you ain't getting beamed with a rock, and you're gonna be cool with it when you're a kid.
Think about you as a kid, right? You found Midgetville, boom, niggas throw rocks at you. You not going back? You not running them little midgets for fuck? They midgets, my nigga. You not going back? You going back? You spinning the block?
I don't know if these guys are like strong, like
strong midget
people with like Down syndrome. I don't know if they share the same like
gene. Hey, Tim. See, oh Tim. You ever see midgets wrestle? You ever see midgets box?
Yeah.
Shit's hilarious.
Each other.
Yeah, right. Shit's hilarious. You ever seen one try to fight a full-grown adult?
No.
You know why?
Say, don't underestimate these guys. Like,
I'm overestimating them. I just put my hand on their forehead and just let them fucking run.
Voltron.
Listen, I'm pretty close to being one of these guys. You know?
You're not
No,
that
Tim.
close.
No, Tim. This midget was like half
Dude, I
your
wish
height.
I was. I'd be like their leader.
Oh my god, no. I know a girl that's shorter than you.
I know girls are shorter than me too.
I know a few
She's
women
like-
that are
No,
shorter than you,
A
Tim.
lot of there's a lot of girls.
No, but I mean, like, she's like 1 inch above being a legal midget. Like, being, yeah.
4'11".
We knew a couple women that were in the
4'11",
the herd of
4'10s.
the 4'10s. My thing is like, how are most of these like 4'10 women built the way that they're built? Like the ones that are on like Instagram and TikTok, like they're all like 4'10 to like 5'2. Well, they're all built like these fucking.
Who's that one dwarf babe? Erica? See her on TikTok. She does like OF and shit.
I noticed it
Kinda
when I was in high school. I was probably sophomore. I was a sophomore first, right? There was this one chick. I don't remember her name. She had the biggest tits we've ever seen as kids, and like it was a thing. Like teachers even noticed. And then the next year, oh, her name was Charlotte. First girl was Charlotte. Then the next year, this girl Stacy came in, and her shit was even bigger. And that was a fucking thing. And then them two little girls had beef because.
You talking about this bitch?
Said to you about like your size.
Yes.
Oh, I have no idea.
But the only reason why men would want to be with me is just like check me off their like bucket list.
Oh,
Something in the water, dog.
Also, I don't know why.
People.
they're just
2006.
like, I
Something
want
happened
you
around
to be with
2000,
they want to be
2005,
with
2006.
a short person.
Yeah, they don't actually want to like have a last.
Would y'all wife up a midget?
No, I don't want anything
She's
to do with
catchy.
it.
She's pretty hot for
I don't want to be around a midget.
Well, I know you're black and you're scared of them, but like,
dude. What is with that?
It's just disgusting.
Yo, no.
What?
Yo, y'all do not fuck with midgets.
we're gays.
We don't fuck with midgets.
No, you're like the third or fourth black person I heard. It's like
No, I was in jail with a black guy that was like the biggest pride moment he had in his life. And I'm not talking about the pride of the flag.
Yeah,
I'm talking about like the hypest moment he would tell people about was banging a midget.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, I met this chick up at the corner store.
How tall was this?
He wasn't that tall. He was like my height.
I was going to say it's usually like some dude that's like 6 foot.
Yeah, no. That could be a fucking 4'10" chick for him. So, but like he was just telling me, he's like, yo, she had the crazy fatty, and like she could stand up and suck it. That was his big claim to fame, though. Like when he met somebody, he was like, yo, this is how you're gonna recognize me. I'm the black guy that slams midgets. So
shout out to him. Somebody's got to do it. I know it won't ever be me.
I would take down that midget.
No.
Shut.
So wait, you take down the one midget that everybody's trying to fuck and has been fucking? That's the midget you'd fuck? Not
She's
one
got great
that,
tits.
Like,
so I gotta go find me a just more like a
just like her,
up.
But like is in the middle of nowhere that's only maybe fucked like 5 people. You want the one that everybody's trying to fuck.
Well, yeah, she probably has a social media presence that I could probably see her. I don't have to like go the long route of trying to I don't have to hire a PI to go find me this midget to go fuck in the middle of fucking
fucking with a condom?
Arkansas. Yeah.
What's the point of fucking it then?
I mean, in a like a religious prospect, then no reason. But like,
religious prospect. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, if you're thinking of like as a true Christian, I mean, like I will not spill my seed. Then in that space, then I'm just doing it for the pleasure.
There's pleasure with a condom. I couldn't tell you.
I mean, you should probably try something smaller than a Trojan. You know, you might fit into it better a little bit.
Why would you ever want to use a condom?
Why would you ever use a condom?
Yeah, what's the point?
For the people who don't have pullout game.
I can think of a couple friends of mine that wish they would.
There's fucking.
I'm not one of them.
Well, there's surgeries for that.
I can 100% attest to like I knew what I was doing. And I was playing with fire and I got burned. It wasn't a surprise.
So much better to leave it in.
Dude, it's so much better.
So
much better than first base the bird. Who goes for that?
I said there's pills for that.
Are you talking about Plan B?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to remember to go out and buy it. And
it's not hard to forget. Nigga, you forget to breathe, you forget to tie your shoes, you forget the fact that you don't want one of those little rugrats. Nigga, what do you mean you gotta remember?
I mean, you could also just pull out.
I'm talking about if you don't want to or you didn't.
I mean, that's the same.
You're talking about not
point.
You
could also just use the condom.
Religious aspect of not having or not having a kid.
Well, you should just have a Plan B laying around.
See, Tim, no.
Yeah, I mean, everybody should probably have that in their emergency pack.
You don't have to go out. You don't have to leave your house. You know,
right.
you don't have to get.
Yeah, but for the people who don't like foresee that or find that to be a problem,
I'm just saying,
religious people.
If you're going out and getting condoms,
if you're a modern day person, you're trying to do. If you're doing,
what I'm saying is
safe sex, then you should probably already own Plan B.
There is a pill.
But anyway, but also, no, it is good to wear. You should strap up.
For what, Tim?
So your fucking dick doesn't.
So you also don't get gonorrhea or like
something
other types of stuff.
There's cures for most things, if not fucking cover-ups.
There are, but you could also just not get them by wearing said work.
Right, but who wants to fuck it? I just don't understand why you want to limit.
You know, they make things that would like. What are you worried about? You're only lasting 3 pumps anyways.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, all right, brother. Okay, Mr. Big 5 man. You want a high five?
Get the fuck out of here. No. I just even more, why would you want to fucking waste the money? Even if you was a 3 to 5, well, that's
if you're a 3 to 5, you're gonna be a 10 to 15.
Because you can't feel shit.
Yeah, you could also put some Coke in there, or you can also put some goddamn fucking. You could also put some sort of lube on there that makes you not feel nothing. You could also just drink a bottle of whiskey and you won't feel nothing.
Jerk off. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know why you're advocating for jerking off versus while you could have some sexual intercourse with a woman.
You're not feeling shit. You feel more with you in your hand than you in this fucking rubber band. The fuck?
You can get lambskin. Have you ever tried lambskin?
No, nigga, I haven't had a condom since I was like 14. Dog.
See, that's what you think. You don't know about lambskin. Lambskin, that's nice.
I'm not gonna lie.
Nice.
I don't think I've worn one.
Nice, warm.
In a very long time. Now Jay's bringing it up. Like I have them.
All right, on this week's episode, we're all ordering passports. Turn the cameras off. This is going to be an audio only stream. Get a bitch, get on that goddamn table. I mean, and also in that case, like if you are at that point, I mean, I don't know. It's up to you. If you're down to dumping, get dumping. Keep some Plan Bs around,
or get the surgery. It's reversible.
Potentially, yeah.
Not always.
There might be some complications, but.
Hey, it's complications. Like you want to have a kid?
Do you think that's like one of the like biggest like up and coming like if you're a surgeon?
The fuck?
Wait. Well, hold on. Wait, a lot's happening. What?
I'm sorry. I was looking at myself. I'm like, man, I do look.
Go get a fucking shower. All right, you look wet.
You
look
an hour ago.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. You just still.
Is it the hair?
Maybe I don't know.
It's the hair. But
Now I look like I drive a truck.
now I don't know what I was talking about.
You were talking about using the rubber. How lame it is. Or how much you enjoy it. It's the best thing ever to happen to you.
I jerk off in condoms.
Bet you
I
do.
wear them when I jerk off.
I'm surprised you don't have like a fucking sponsorship. That's crazy. Now's the time.
Yeah, I will never forget the one time that there was a condom that felt too tight, and I was like, "Ooh!"
I wonder what that's like.
I haven't ever felt it again, Tim. It was one of those free ones.
All of them are just loose on me. I don't know what you're
Like,
talking about.
Buddy, they'll
There's
fall
always
off.
like don't get me
Where'd it
wrong.
go?
There's some of them joints that came out that I'm like, oh, them joints sound like they would be cool, but like I'm not about to go get.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's.
Ooh,
I mean, you
fire,
can use
nice.
a dental dam.
You know,
You ever know what a dental dam is?
Yeah, I know. I just didn't hear you. Yeah,
Like
I know
worse.
that. Them
That's a saran wrap. That's you might as well just put a fucking sandwich bag over your dick.
fucking our buddy Mark, he was telling me that like for like a good bit, he was like kind of known at the clinic because he would just go there to make sure.
Yeah, but when you're dealing with like the way that Mark's dealing with stuff, then it makes sense. It makes sense.
They're like I think the one guy's like dude,
Dude, high five, but like,
like come back
stop
when you,
coming in.
yeah, when you feel something, because you got like he would get anxiety like the next day. And this
Man,
was like
I can see that.
this is probably like knowing him, it was probably like
just with a whore. Check me out.
yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
every couple days.
And they were probably like, again? Where are you finding all these whores?
Yeah, I don't know where either. He finds them.
If it has a whole, if it's got
Yeah.
some problems and a heartbeat, Mark's in there. Shout out to Mark when his long-lasting relationship.
Shut up.
The one time he's watching it, I want
But,
to see what these guys.
I mean, to each their own. For the people who can actually get pussy by fucking actually talking to women, I mean, that seems to be the dying breed of today.
Shit, nah, shout out to the ones that can't.
That can't?
Yeah, shout out to the ones that just got money and just pay for it. Shout out to them too. The fuck?
Yeah, I mean, if you're just paying for pussy, there's no shame in that either.
Yeah.
So obviously, you've spent your life
I know a guy.
looking at the things that you thought were important, and you. I mean, in today's economy, why not?
Shit, yeah,
So-
why not? It's a business transaction. I'm not here for the bullshit.
It's been a business transaction ever since man created fire. I mean, to be completely honest, for
Oldest profession.
And think about it. They might be better off.
It's probably cheaper.
But not even necessarily cheaper. But it's like, you know, you go through moods. Like, oh damn, redheads today or this week are just a thing. No, I
yeah,
want to
but
buy
like,
one
do
for a
you,
week.
do you guys subscribe to the theory that like all of the like wealthiest people are all banging the same like 1,000 to 2,000 women?
No.
So you don't think like Future,
Uh,
Drake, Rick Ross, all those
No,
bulls aren't banging
they
the
do,
same?
though.
I mean, I think they are, but like
because you like they literally
when you say that, when you say rich, I wasn't thinking rapper rich. I was thinking,
Yeah, I mean that's those are the people who I think are like more influential in like culture, I guess, kind of deal. This is what I'm thinking about. Like, I don't think of like Elon Musk just like picking up like a $300 hooker.
no, he's got
no,
seven.
he's picking up like a $3,000.
It's AI. now.
Whatever the
He's
fucking
he's
price
got,
of
he's
hooker
got
is.
the robots.
No. What
You
I'm
think
saying
he's
is like
fucking
there is
robot?
like
Yeah,
there
he's
are
got the
300
robot.
hookers, and then there's 3,000. Like the
So do you
richest
think
will be
that's like
getting-
that is the upper echelon? Is like you have like the top tier hoes that every
Yeah.
rapper is fucking, and then you
But
have like
I mean, it's proven.
right? That's why they beef half the time, more than half the
They're
time.
literally
so,
they're
that,
in-
so
they're
like
Instagram
do
models.
you think that's what really sparked the Zuckerberg and Elon beef was a bitch
Very possible.
or a robot?
Very possible, but I mean, like
Pillow
they're
talking
dealing, they're
robot.
not dealing with the same chicks that fucking Future and them are like they're dealing with much higher priced women where it's probably like 40 grand just to fucking like, you know what I mean? Like that's not rappers are dealing with more or less hood bitches that came up.
I saw a grand chat wizard post earlier today. There was like a chick that like just turned 18. Black
Oh, I
chick.
saw that. I saw that.
And
Got
she
fucking lip
literally
fillers
immediately
and
I
went
saw
and
that
got
too.
lip fillers and got a BBL. She was like, she literally just spent the last 10, 18 years of her life like growing up to be a cum guzzler.
Yeah. What she said, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that was part of the video. She's like, yeah, I'm growing up to be an eater.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I mean, that's pretty wild that like you see that as a career.
There's always going to be someone like that. She's going to be a single mom in a couple years.
But at the same time, I don't
Didn't you say
necessarily
that?
believe it.
Now you were single,
Like,
mom. Now you were single,
I
mom.
see it a lot of like, oh, I just turned fucking 18 and you know, I'm OnlyFans or whatever. But like it's these bitches fucking 19, 20. You know what I mean? It's not, oh, I just turned 18 literally last night. Here I am. Like this bitch didn't just literally go turn 18 and again. Look, like, and this is promo. Because now everybody gonna be like, what's she look good.
What's popping?
on? Like I
As soon
don't
as you can make it,
believe
girl.
half of this shit. She very well could probably be like fucking 23. But paid Grand Wizard some shit to put up the post.
Grand Wizard put
going viral.
Some
And
off
check
shit.
out our OnlyFans. Or what do these rappers will stagger up? You'll be with fucking Kai Cenat tomorrow or some shit.
So do you think that like a girl paid Grand Chat to put that up?
Possibly. Because you went viral.
Yeah, girl went viral, but like
They do get paid to put that shit up.
Like Act gets paid
would
promo. Like if
assume-
you ever go on like Act's page, like half the rappers that he put, you don't fucking know them niggas. It's just paid promo.
Yeah.
But it's yo, this nigga's song going crazy in Detroit right now. It'd never be like, yeah, this nigga paid me $5,000 for this post up. It's just it seemed like Act genuinely fuck with that. And you don't.
I mean, I guess like at the end of the day, like they all fuck with whoever's putting money in their bank.
Yeah.
So just a never-ending revolving door of
Did you see
whoever's willing to pay will
see-
promote.
Did you see Act shout out our boy Shane Gillis?
Did.
Yeah.
I did see that in the flagrant.
Yeah, he's like, you know, your friend. He's like, Shane?
Yeah, they talked about how
Like-
apparently that Shane and Matt had come to the conclusion that Drake was going to get caught up.
Yeah. So Shane's episode, I think it came out today. He's like, I guess we're beefing with that now.
Dude, I fucking love Drake.
Yeah, he's saying, he's like, I still love him.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, if they did come to it, the just the thought of it is like a funny joke, like, and then it came to be is like, oh, Drake's gonna get caught up for some shit.
Well, because he was.
I mean, they did talk about it.
I remember when that was happening. Like I remember when Millie Bobby.
If
Brown,
there's some what was the backstory on like what they were talking about in that episode?
it was no, I'm not talking
Drake
about
was
that
gonna catch
episode.
up to
I'm
him for some
talking about.
shit.
I remember when, like, people were like, "Why is Drake texting Millie Bobby Brown?" Like I remember when like that came out.
Oh, the Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
I don't even know who this Millie Bobby Brown chick
It's
is.
Stranger Things 11.
Yeah.
So
I remember everybody's like, what the fuck is Drake texting like a 16-year-old girl?
Yeah. That's her no.
Oh man, I kind of like that weirded me out.
Feeling weird now, huh?
That was weird.
Why was that weird?
I watched a show where she's like 14.
I mean, everybody
the
has
show
choices
first
in life.
started. though.
It's been a lot of seasons. It's been a couple.
Yeah, I was like, they're fucking.
I know. It's just that's what I'm. It's weird.
Like, but in the show, they're above age now, right? I don't know. I don't watch Stranger Things.
I don't know. I don't know what the new season's gonna be like.
Yeah, I've never watched Stranger Things, so I have no idea.
You never watched Stranger Things?
Didn't like it.
Well, wait. Did you ever watch the third season?
I don't know. I don't think so. I watched like the first or second season.
The third season's the best.
I watched like 2 episodes and I was like,
the third season.
What season are they on now? 5?
4.
Oh.
4 would be the next one. Yeah. The third season was like broken up in 2 parts or something like that.
Oh, then no, I definitely didn't see.
The third season was the shit. The third season was awesome.
Does she do porn?
No,
it's an actress.
She does fucking acting.
Twitter's showing otherwise.
What? It's probably AI.
I look like or something like that.
Shit.
So while we're talking about the subject of Millie Bobby, I guess do we want to wrap up the beef?
Is it wrapped up?
It's not over yet.
It's not over yet, but it's been radio silent for like a week.
You think it's because his security guard got shot?
Yeah.
I think Kendrick's like, maybe I shouldn't just pull back for a little bit.
Well, but Drake been throwing out little subliminals on his Instagram.
I think I saw.
He has been, and he hasn't he hasn't said or he hasn't posted anything yet. So,
oh, you think Drake's gonna drop again?
Well, that's what I think. We're all waiting for.
It's usually it's
well, I mean, technically, we're waiting on Kendrick. Yeah, Kendrick needs to respond to the Hard Part 6, but I mean, it's kind of Drake do got to come again. Pause.
Did Hard Part 6 come out after Not Like Us?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last song to come out.
Yeah.
But since Not Like Us is such a big hit, everybody like, the beef over. Fuck the Hard Part 6. Drake gotta drop something crazy.
Yeah, that was kind of like
he needs to put another club banger out there.
I think that might have been one of the weaker ones of all of Drake's.
Hard Part 6.
Yeah.
But it was on. It
was. I get that.
One, but it might have been the best one.
I don't know about that. I don't know if it was the best one. He said some sus shit.
As far as like him rapping, like that was the best one. Like, yeah, sure, there were some things where he definitely didn't need to say, but rapping and like the last part where he's like, Whitney, when I say I hit you back, it's not gonna be so like, damn, that's all.
I got it. Yeah.
So like, damn. The video clip came out of it being confirmed that Kendrick did beat that bitch. So Kendrick, you gotta give me an answer for that, nigga. You beating bitches out here?
And if Drake's not lying, and he actually did do a fake facade, like he had a mole within a mole.
Yeah,
feeding them false information.
Like, I don't give a fuck if Kendrick beat bitches. Just
like I don't want Drake to get canceled because
he ain't gonna get canceled.
Drake has came out with some bangers, you know.
Drake.
I don't think he's gonna get canceled, but I think he needs to move in a different.
I mean, what I'm really saying is I don't want Drake to actually be a
what
a pedophile.
He's not.
Yeah, or whatever it is when they're teenagers. I know it's a different name.
I mean, it would still be a pedo, but I don't think
that's a different name apparently. Shane Gillis was talking about it.
But I think he's a groomer.
Yeah,
just young Shane.
He just be trying to get him young.
Yeah,
that influence him.
But like if Drake is gonna stay relevant in the culture, wouldn't he need to stay close to the young generation also? Anyways,
You know who used that argument? Probably R. Kelly. Who probably use that argument if it's true? Michael Jackson.
yeah,
Probably use that argument. Diddy, like Epstein. Like, would you don't know? You don't have to. You don't got nephews. You got a son, nigga. Come on, dog. But you
And
got
maybe a daughter.
Yeah, but he's also watching like Coco Melon and fucking like.
But I'm just saying, you don't got cousins,
Dipping.
nephews. You don't got people in your family, cousins like that. Is just, your bodyguards don't like. What do you have to hang out with these?
How old is Drake now?
Almost 40.
37.
Is he there? I knew he was like above 35.
Yeah, which
no,
is
you
a
should be hanging
long
out with
time to
13-year-olds.
stay in the game and like also in the position that Drake has been in.
For a
So
long time.
Also, why are you making music for kids?
because he's trying to stay relevant and stay.
But you can stay
as
relevant
a-
with
making
18-year-olds,
bops.
19-year-olds, 20-year-olds. Kai's not fucking 20 something. He relevant. He popping.
Yeah, I guess
Why
you're
you gotta
right.
hang out with the 12-year-old?
I guess you're right. You, like,
12-year-old ain't got the pulse on the culture. Motherfucker don't even know what day it is.
yeah,
Nah,
if
figure out
anything,
what puberty
if
is.
anything, like a
And they don't got no
18 to,
money.
like 25-year-old range would probably be your best range for music anyway.
Like, you making ass shaking music for fucking 14-year-olds? Like, purposely? Because
I
that's
do
who you
also
hang
find it
around with,
weird
and
that
that's what
like
the
there
culture
wasn't
is?
anybody who was like stepping into the beef as like, yo, we support this side. Like I didn't see any of that for like people who were like with Drake. Like I didn't see anybody who like came out and was like posting stuff like,
No, nobody came out for Drake.
yeah, which I
Academic.
kind of, yeah, acted.
Yeah.
Acting,
I mean, but like,
Acting
otherwise-
Grand Chat is like the only two guys who are out there fucking posted for Drake.
We're
and
holding the
being like,
line, dude.
They are holding the line.
But nah, because Axe said Kendrick's winning. /1.
Yeah, he did. He said if
Oh.
you were to look at it right now, like he would say that
Yeah.
Kendrick is up a little bit.
Is that because he has the last response, or just all in all?
No, all in all. What you guys?
Tell you what, it's been a fun beef.
It
It
was
has.
the
It was a
most
fun-
fun.
It was a
beef.
it was a
It was
fun
a
month.
fantastic
Not
like
gonna
2
lie.
weeks for hip hop.
Yeah.
I wish it could have been better. I wish it was.
Dude,
I like it. It was fun.
It
It
could
was
have been
exciting, but like I didn't like it for like rap.
Like I feel like the content that could have came out, like it was wild to see the like the randomness of people that were commenting on the beef, or like the caliber of person, like content wise, that was creating content from the beef. Like I thought that was a little interesting. Just to see like people in like the video game sphere, or like people who just talk in chats of like random people who have nothing to do ever with hip hop.
Right. Yeah.
For them to give their
You
2 cents on
you don't know what
the
they
situation.
listen to though.
I don't, but also at the same time, like you don't align with this genre, or like you don't align with like giving your 2 cents on the matter.
My
So-
girl's fucking loves the album Damn.
I was about to
But
say,
she does not listen to like rap. She is a primary rock punk scream person, but let some Kendrick album come on. Oh, she with it. Like you wouldn't think.
yeah, I think that's a bad way because I think a lot of people.
Yeah,
in
a
general
lot of people fuck with Kendrick.
Yeah, and Drake.
And then if you think about align with Kendrick,
So it's
like,
not
Kendrick's
even
a
the-
pro blackity black. So there's not too many people that represent Kendrick's view and rap of pro blackity black that you see out. So like,
Yeah, I would think a lot of normal people would be. This would be the perfect thing for them.
and niggas been wanting this for like 10 years now.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like the culture wanted this war, but like I also thought that we were gonna get like a higher caliber of like music out of it. Like
That's what I said.
some
Like,
Yeah,
of
I get
them
that,
were
but I
good,
think-
but like I thought the beef like itself was like kind of tamed on what it was of like the topics that they touched on,
yeah,
and like also to just like throw the buzzword out there, like like you're like for Kendrick to call Drake a pedophile
that was
as
hard.
like the buzzword
I think
was like
that was. I think
that was
I think
wild.
I think and like I think Kendrick was online, and people were also putting wait till fucking he says because people were saying this. They're like, all Kendrick has to do is bring up X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
But do you
And
think
they-
that's like
I
a
think
pro or a con?
I think he got a little
diss tracks?
influenced by it. Apparently, and I don't know. I
No.
didn't fact check this. It's probably
Because Kendrick
Shoot from the
bring
hip.
up.
But
Shoot from
apparently-
the hip.
apparently, and it's probably fake because I didn't do any lookup. But
Any
apparently,
research was done.
yeah.
We're all speaking all.
But I
all
did
emotions,
see
no
I did
facts.
see one thing where like a lot of Kendrick's like lines were from people that posted the same shit on Twitter about Drake.
Yeah, I saw that too,
But I didn't look it
don't-
up. I don't know if I don't think it was real.
I
But,
saw,
like-
I saw that, but like at the same time, like I can't equate that to being like, oh, like you tweeted this, so like Kendrick saw these tweets from 3 or 4 years ago, and then
Right.
put them in as bars
Right.
in a song.
Right. I'm just saying.
Like just because
Yeah, no,
That's
I
why
mean, the
that's
two-
why that's why I
Two
was
things
like
can be true though. Like he like those people did tweet that probably 100%, but he definitely can use those things. Like words are words. Like OVO.
yeah,
You don't have to be a genius to be like OVO. Like he's a rap. Like it's. I'm sure
yeah.
there's
I
a
mean,
lot of people that can-
you can only rhyme so much words with other words.
yeah.
And I mean, if
So-
it comes to talking about shitting on Drake, it's hard to say some things that somebody else hasn't already said about Drake.
True.
Like even when Drake said that, he was like, "Yeah, what are you gonna say about me?" Like Drake brought it up. What are you gonna say? I like young kids. He brought that up in the Tupac joint.
That's true.
So like he brought it amongst himself. And then Kendrick, when his response in Euphoria, he made a reference to it. He's like, "Hey, I ain't even gonna go there, but I'll double back if I have to." And then later on, "Hey, nigga, remember that I told you? Yeah, you took it here, so yeah, let me elaborate." And Drake knew it was coming though. Drake knew that's a problem to me, Drake. Like you knew that was going to be used against you, so you know it's a problem, and it looks a little wild that you hang around young
Drake
girls.
is trying to do like an 8 Mile where he like brings
Still, you
brings
you
up,
know it is not good look to be hanging around young girls.
like, yeah.
You know that it's going to be ammo again, and you still consciously hang with young girls. You know,
I mean, I think that's going to be one of those things. It's like the pro outweighs the con. I mean, also he hasn't had allegations come out against him being like,
That's
"Yo,
another
like,
thing.
these
I don't
women
think
were
he
like,
touches
like-
young girls.
There hasn't been one girl that has came up and was like,
I was 14 when
Yeah.
Drake messaged
Yeah, no,
me."
it's,
and
like
Well, I had some
technically,
pushy
technically
shots.
Drake doesn't have any like you said.
no, I fully believe he fucks them when they're 18. I fully
But
believe
like
he
you
keeps
said,
in contact
Kyle,
with
it could
them.
be like grooming.
Yeah,
Still,
because
Yeah,
he's not
100%.
dumb. He's seen the R. Kelly doc. He ain't no dummy.
yeah.
He's like, oh, where?
Yeah, I mean, you
keep
call
around?
yourself the modern day Michael Jackson. I don't think you would fall down the same rabbit hole as being like,
Right.
But the Millie
Bringing
Bobby Brown,
kids-
maybe he just fucking loves Stranger Things. And
This was before
it's such
Stranger
a
Things.
wild thing to bring up, though.
It was before Stranger Things.
well, because I think everybody on the internet was saying Kendrick just say something about Millie Bobby Brown. I think Drake was obviously he saw that shit too.
Well,
I
Drake
think-
brought that up.
I know, but people were bringing that up weeks before that. Like, wait till Kendrick drops something about Millie Bobby Brown or something like that. And I think when people think about,
But Kendrick didn't.
I know he didn't. But I think,
He just said he was a straight up pedophile.
yeah. But I,
And then Drake went on the defensive. Was like, I didn't talk to Millie.
yeah,
like
but
that. Like,
I-
dog,
I-
hold on.
here's
Nobody
the
brought
thing.
up her personally.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
but at the
Here's the-
same
here-
time,
here's
of
the
like,
thing.
it's a weak response of being like, "No, I'm not."
Here's the thing. I think, but I think
like it's
when
all
people-
you could really do.
when
But
people
like,
think about that stuff, I think the first person that pops in everybody's mind was Millie Bobby Brown, like because it's been a thing for 5 years. You know,
Honestly, I didn't think about Millie.
Everybody did. I remember being on TikTok and it was like nothing but. And this was before
Sure,
this
them,
dropped.
but like when you but I'm saying, but when you heard the line, you didn't think of Millie Bobby Brown at first, did you?
Yes.
See, I did not.
Yeah, no, I definitely. That was like
Because I've seen Drake more recent than Millie Bobby Brown with younger girls, so I just assumed we were talking about one of these.
Here's
other
the thing:
girls.
I don't know the name of these other girls.
But he didn't say Millie's name though.
I understand that, Jay.
So
but
well, Drake did say I never touched Millie Bobby Brown.
No, we're not saying he did. We're just saying that there was a controversy between them two a couple years ago.
Yes.
And that's probably the most famous one out of allegations of him being a pedophile.
No.
What
I'm saying, there's been more recent photos of Drake with underage girls.
No, I understand
Millie
that.
might be the most famous.
Yeah, but
to think that of the most recent, no, there's.
I didn't say the most recent
girls. So that's why I just can't
recent?
understand like why like people would go to Millie because there's been more recent.
Because she's more famous. You know, people actually know who this person's name is. You know what I mean?
But when this person wasn't mentioned by name, why do you just put a name to something when nobody would put a name to it?
I don't know.
To me, even more, it's like, oh, it's one of these random young girls that he was hanging with.
I think
that he didn't put a name. It might not be a name. It might just be that 11-year-old girl that he hired to be his daughter and painted pictures of her on his wall.
Which is also super weird.
Yeah, like I was saying, like a weirdo.
It's
I'd rather
weird,
have a
dude.
fake daughter, and that's the than hire the.
But the thing is, you have a fake daughter. If that was your daughter and you put murals up on her on the buildings, that's one thing. That's fine. That's a tribute.
Mm-hmm.
This is not your daughter, and you still put up murals on building for what? That's creepy. Super creepy. To me,
it just is super weird that you just have all this like. You just have all these weird photos of you and a child together.
Like, and hold on, think about when his son was rapping, right? His son had that little bullshit ass song, and some line was like, "I like it when you lick it, lick it." Nigga, you fucking 6. What is you around talking about? Yo, I like it when you lick it, lick it. I like it when you lick it like that. Like what, nigga? What is you around? What is your dad Drake got you around?
Yeah, that's also a problem.
Right. So I'm just saying,
if you're 6 and you're like, you know about this, that's a problem.
The fact that Drake, you want to go have your son and Kendrick's son playing a part together, that'd be cute. You can look at that line a little different if you know what I mean. I don't know. Drake sucks. Drake sucks.
Oh, he's definitely a little sus.
His career is about to be over, regardless of Kendrick. But this was good.
But do you think that this was his ego getting in the way of his career? Do you think that he did this because he wants to be part of the culture and he wants to be known as oh, I'm top dog, or nobody can take me down? But then
I think I had a lot to do with it.
Partially, definitely partially. Has a good bit.
Because honestly, Drake's one of the, if not the biggest, in the last 10
years. He's the biggest male artist.
Yeah. Yeah. In all genres,
Yeah, biggest male artist, yeah.
Yeah, because he doesn't really have one genre either.
No.
But yeah, he's
put on a whole bunch of people to make #1 hits and shit like that for years.
Dude, I was listening to Drake
but also
earlier,
it isn't also weird that none of those people have still came out being like, we support like the bullshit is that Kendrick's saying is bullshit, and
No,
we stand with Drake.
so like I'll be listening to Joe Budden podcast, right? And I agree with his theory. So like if you look at Drake's numbers, last couple albums, they ain't really been what they was at the top. They've been
But when you look at those albums, none of those albums were really that great.
Just listen, right?
Go ahead.
From a music industry standpoint, from like the background, like the way you get number one, it's just money driven. It's all the labels fuck with you. They doing all this X, Y, and Z. That's how you get the number one, right? So for Drake's things,
hold on, the song still has to be good.
Sure,
the song still has to end up being a bop.
But the way it gets pushed and the way it gets promoted and things, you could have a smash. There's tons of people that have smashes that you never heard of and will never hear because there's nobody backing it, right? Just from Joe in knowing.
Yeah, I mean, I 100% what you're saying, but like the song also still has to be a bop.
But I'm not talking about just the song. I'm talking about the albums. Okay, so you look at that, you're like, all right, Joe. Every time his album drops, he always say like, yo, it's weird that like this John ain't, you know what I mean? Even with this little beef, his songs aren't staying at number one.
So you're talking about Drake, right? You're not talking
Drake.
about Joe.
No.
Joe hasn't dropped an album in
I was like, he
forever.
don't rap no more. No, he don't rap no more. He was just always had a little thing with Drake. Was like, that's odd that this isn't like this. It's odd that this nigga's on tour all the time. It's just odd knowing, for me being in the industry and how things move. It's just odd, right?
I think. Oh, sorry.
No, so throughout Drake's run, sure, ego. He been out here doing niggas dirty, right? Fucking these niggas bitches, doing this X, Y, and Z, right? But it was cool because he was Drake. He was at the top. He thinks Drake might have overstepped a bound, maybe fuck somebody's daughter, fuck somebody's wife that's at the top of these music executive labels.
You've brought this up before.
Right. So they are all now that they're pissed, hey, Kendrick, go get this nigga, because if you send anybody else
that you think Joe Budden listens to our podcast and he stole your ideas.
No. I don't think that.
Honestly,
you don't think that? I think that.
I think I know why Drake's.
I think Joe Budden, the washed ass rapper that has hot takes, listened to your take about Drake like 5 weeks ago and stole your idea.
No, not at all. Because Joe been having this theory about Drake for a little bit.
I think.
I don't give a fuck about Joe. Joe was an old fucking washed ass dude.
I think
Drake had one good song.
Drake could do concerts 5-10 years from now.
Sure, he can.
Drake will still always be.
That has nothing to do with the label.
It doesn't even matter if his albums suck 5 or 10 years from now.
But Drake will no longer be named the king of hip hop.
It's not about him making money anymore. It's not about him being canceled and can't make money. We're just talking about Drake being number one. That run from a business standpoint, they are trying to get that. They tried. He thinks they tried with Meek, little test run. Meek wasn't powerful enough as far as an artist, right? Then Pusha T. Pusha T came out. Yo, you got a fake son, whatever. But he didn't have the star power behind him to really generate enough people to get behind the fuck Drake.
Yeah, he gave Drake the L, but it wasn't really a big hit to his career.
Now you take Kendrick, who's got the star power, got the lyricism, everything. Hey, go get this nigga for us. And now everybody, it's crazy how the internet loved Drake before the beef. The minute Kendrick dropped, hey, this nigga's a bum. He's washed. Da-da-da-da-da. Wow, that's crazy that niggas was not riding with Kendrick like this. Niggas would, when Mr. Morale dropped a couple years ago, niggas was shitting on that job. But all of a sudden now Kendrick, greatest nigga ever again. Like, it just seemed weird that fucking Not Like Us comes out and it's popping. It's number one. It's fucking everywhere. It's not that it's not a good song.
People don't
but against Drake Family Matters, like Drake Family Matters is fucking hard.
I think so too.
But it's not number. It's not even top 10.
I think.
So that goes to the music label. To his mind, that goes to the music label not purposely not putting that shit up there and purposely putting all of their money and resources to make sure Not Like Us
is a repeat. You could listen to that.
Right, but it's not even that it's a song. It's a Drake diss that is number one. That's
but also another thing. People, once you start dropping the fucking P word, people start. It doesn't matter if facts or not.
No. It had nothing to do with it. Like, we did that helps.
I
but
think
like,
I think
still,
I had
he's
a little bit to do with
great.
it.
It's not a. It wouldn't be a like even a fan perception. Like that's not a.
But even all that, like, dude, I was blasting fucking first person shooter today, and I was like, it just came on my playlist. And I was like,
He got washed in that joint by Cole.
I know, but I was like, what a banger that was, though. And then you start thinking, and you're like, a lot of fucking Drake songs. With
Oh,
features
bro, I got a whole playlist of Drake. It's fucking. It's a nuts playlist.
Yeah, it's
bad.
but
that doesn't mean anything. Like we're talking about now in the future. Like,
but what I was saying, what I was trying to say earlier,
top artist
was, I think Drake has hit a level where it's almost like kind of like the Rolling Stones. It's like who really cares what they put out? You know, when they were past their peak, like people still are in love with them. You know, like they'll play shows till they're fucking dead. You know,
yeah, but then it also like it's
you're missing the
people.
point.
No, I'm not. I'm not. That's not. I'm doing a whole different point.
Okay.
Is that
just how Drake will stay successful?
Well, what I was saying, because you were saying like why is he so big? Not that you were saying that, but like Joe Budden was saying that.
Not why he's so big. They're trying to get him not to.
Why
be
is he number one? That's what I'm. Yeah.
Not exactly. Why they're not. They're making sure that he is no longer number one. They tried to do this with Taylor a little bit ago.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And then Taylor Swift's like, "Cool, got you. I'm re-releasing fucking everything on mine."
Yeah. It just what I'm saying is a lot of his peak songs are still. I think that's what makes him still number one. Is just.
But he's still. But they're not.
But culturally, he's not going to be number one.
Right. Like, name a top song that you think is a top song. It's not on the charts anymore. So, like, as great as
we're going by
whatever song you want to name, Marvin's, it's not on the chart. So it doesn't matter what. It's not a top song anymore. It was back then. Drake doesn't have a top song anymore. It was hot. It's not. It was number one.
Which in today in the world of numbers and money,
right,
making,
that matters.
That's the.
I'm not saying he's not making bangers. Yeah, he's making a banger, but they're not Drake numbers what they used to be.
Well, yeah, it's not. He's
past his
peak.
Purposefully is what Joe is elaborating to. We're trying to theorize, which I agree. It's just you try to do with Mike Prince. They get tired of you after a while. And now,
I mean,
we got to get rid
live
of
long enough to be the hero to then eventually become the villain.
And Drake's a savage. He's clearly out here fucking people's girls.
But also at the same time, like, do you not think that that's also like a part of his persona that he's created, of being like the dude who's out here always getting the young rappers or hanging around the young crowd to stay relevant? Do you not think that would eventually become like a thing? Because people who are up and coming are always going to want to take down top dogs.
He didn't used to be the guy that hung around the young artist.
Yeah, when he was the young artist, he wasn't doing that. But like now that he's also 37, you have to stay around. Like you have to stay around the things that are keeping. These are the topics that relevant people need to hear. Then
be around the new artists like a Four Bats, or if he got on one of the Mexican OT, perfectly fine. That's great. You are staying in touch. Why are you with the little girl that's 15, 16? That's an up and coming. That's still not even a nobody. Why are you with her? She doesn't have her hand on the pulse.
Yeah, I mean, I don't...
That's where it's like you're staying too young. Who are you making music for? Because you're hanging around 14, 16-year-olds.
Right.
That's creepy. But no, he was with a new 21, 18 popping. Yeah. Ain't on the pulse.
Leonardo DiCaprio has been doing it forever.
Right, but Leo's smart. 21.
Yeah.
Gotta be 21.
And you're out by
21.
Right. And you will never see Leo fucking with a meet and greet with a young kid.
No.
He's not gonna kiss your baby. None of that. 21.
You gotta be able to go to a bar. You gotta be able to buy a drink.
21.
That's all.
You never gonna see Leo next to somebody who's not 21.
Yeah.
Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Leo do it right.
Yeah, he's got it down packed. He understands the how to stay at the fire.
You can say Leo like young girl. I mean, hell, look, Shaq was 56, I think, and he got a 21-year-old girlfriend right now, and they talking about him on the internet. Yo, it's a 30. That's great. There's like a 40-year age gap. They saying Shaq disgusting. I said, go ahead, my nigga. She's 21. The fuck? Now, if she was 18, I'd be like,
yeah, 18.
Shaq, you drone, she legal, but
I was thinking about that. You think because you think it's time to change the what's it called?
Age limit?
Yes.
Oh, Tim, you better be talking about moving it up, boy, because you talk about moving it down.
Moving on up. Moving on up to 21.
Got to go left.
Yeah, no, what? No, I think 18 is too young. I think 18 is too young for us. I feel
such a wild thought.
You know?
What would you move it to?
21.
That's what I was
So
thinking.
when you can buy alcohol and buy cigarettes, then you can start fucking.
Yeah, like I'm sure there's like
you can be fucking between, but you can't be fucking somebody.
It's gotta be like a 3-year gap or 18. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree with him. Yeah. You gotta be. Yeah. Yeah. 21.
Yeah, I think 21 it would be.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good age.
I think it's time to move it up.
I agree.
Yeah.
Him for president. These fucking pedos out of here. And anybody that disagrees, we already know. Just lock them up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who was the one? There was somebody in. Oh, it was one of the 50 states. They talked about raising the age of consent, and like one of the state reps like got very angry, talking about how the age.
Talking about a 95-year-old man who had a 15-year-old wife.
Maybe I don't. Yeah, probably. But,
that was such a thing. Like not that long ago, where like
40 years ago,
a lot of stars were like they met him when they were 35, and they were like,
"Dog, you have multiple like Van Halen, Rolling Stones. There's so many. There's so many music performers from back in the day that was like, oh yeah, she's 16.
Nobody likes to bring up the Paul Walker. Huh? Paul Walker met his.
I don't know anything about Paul. What did he do?
Paul Walker met his wife. She was definitely underage. And I think.
How old was he?
I think he was in his 30s. You can look this up. I know it was like it sounded illegal. Like
goddamn.
Do you know that a 50 caliber BMG will also fit inside of a 12 gauge shotgun?
Yes, but it won't be
perfectly.
That effective.
Well, yeah, there's no rifling, but just still.
Yeah. Well, and also the barrel's too big. The shell, the whole thing will fit, but the bullet itself won't have the combustion to really do that much damage. I saw somebody did it on one of the gun channels.
Just did it super wild. It is super wild, but then like if you look at it like as a like I think in today's age, I think you definitely are onto something.
What's that?
The raising the legal limit.
Yeah.
But then also I would argue, should we not make hormone blockers?
Why?
Did that postpone the introduction of puberty?
No, I don't know. I don't know why we have to fuck with that.
I'm just not for the 50-year-old, fucking 18-year-old.
But the 15-year-old or the 50-year-old still gonna get into being attracted to the 14-year-old because they're fucking just blossomed with some huge ass titties.
Sure, I mean, but he's going to be attracted to. That's one thing.
You can't punish.
You can't do anything about attracting to. That's just a feeling.
Yeah.
We're not here to police people's feelings.
Yeah.
Not fucking crazy over here.
Well,
just
I
saying,
would argue
that be giving girls blockers.
Fuck this little girl. Like I don't. It seems like a real clear concept. Hey, you can look over there and dream all you want, but about fucking it. But the minute you touch her and fuck her, you're going to jail until she's 20. You want to?
Well, I would argue that like the
You
50, like, the,
Like,
like
dude, I remember.
Do you not want to be fucking when you're 15?
well, if the age of consent gets moved to 21,
Between adults and minors,
I don't.
yes.
And also, if you're on blockers, then it wouldn't matter
What do you mean?
because you wouldn't have the same urges as you would.
I'm talking about Kyle. You.
Yeah, we're not
15,
talking about the
you
girls.
liked having sex with girls. You're around your age.
If
correct?
the age of adulthood is moved to 21, then I don't think there would be a problem of moving people on the blockers between the ages of 13 to 15.
Why?
Yeah,
Because you're not
weird.
arguing the okayness of children fucking other children, which is also a problem in itself. You shouldn't be letting children who are under the age of that they don't have the realization in their mindset of what they are doing.
Wait, hold on. Do you regret having sex before you were fucking 21?
I didn't. Yes. 100% now. If we're going to move the goalpost of the age of consent to 21, then why shouldn't we also extend the period
rewind.
Of
What
puberty?
bad experiences did you have when you were under 21?
Dude, are you trying to make high school parties not fun anymore?
Like, were you touched? You
We're moving the goalpost.
No,
that's for
the goalpost.
For adults. It's not for
Yeah. It's for the adults
that
that are getting. If you're why were you going to subject the children to them having these eternal feelings at the younger age and like making it okay for people under the 21 age to fuck, but people who are 22 to not be able to fuck the people under 21?
Because that's how it is now with the age of 18. What the fuck are you talking about?
What are you talking
If you
about?
are 19,
it's the exact same concept.
What are you talking about, yo?
So if the 21-year-old dude
You want
fucks a
age blockers
17-year-old, that's the problem. Yes. I've been arguing for the age blockers for months now. If you're, and it only makes sense. If the life of the average human is being prolonged, why would you not prolong the induction of hormones into people?
What the fuck is he talking about?
What are you talking about? People,
like
okay, back in the old days when you was okay. Hold on. No, it's not. It's not that complicated. Back in the 1800s, guess what? When people were getting married and getting to when they were fucking, when they were 14 or 15 years old. You want to know why? Because the life expectancy of people wasn't past 30. Now the life expectancy of people is, I 100% know that's what it was. When you were able to bear children, that's when women were bearing children. You want to know why? Because people were out there dying from the bubonic plague left and right. So now the life expectancy is now 80 years old.
Wait, stop. You think they were forcing kids to fuck?
Yes. Yeah. Very often back in the day.
Got it. Okay.
I 100% can tell you that back in the day, that the night of the round table wasn't asking a 13-year-old, hey, is it okay if I come in you?
What I'm saying
is, guarantee you that wasn't being happened.
Yeah, but here's the thing about that. You're literally physically forcing them to have sex. But if this 13-year-old's dick gets hard, I don't even want to talk like this. If he gets hard looking at another naked 13-year-old girl, that is natural. Now, if they fuck, that is natural. I'm not forcing that on anybody. Now, if they don't fuck, they don't fuck. But now, if I physically force this onto you, now I am forcing you guys to fucking make kids. But I'm not. Hey, you two kids go in a room and have fun.
And I would kind of argue that, like, I think as generations get older and we live longer, I think kids are way more immature than they were.
But what would be the difference between pushing that back 2 or 3 years?
For one, your hormones.
What would be the real difference?
If
you just gave children from the age of 10 to 13 years old the blocker, so that way it extended the span from when they experienced.
I don't
understand what the idea would be. I don't want to
force people to have to do blockers.
Right.
No, for one,
there's not.
What?
There's not
force them to take medications they don't feel comfortable with.
They're not proven.
So it's optional, is what you're saying.
I mean, in the ways that we're looking at it,
optional,
everything would be totally optional.
So it's
I
not
also don't see a
You know all
problem
the
with someone
long-term
that
side
giving.
effects for blockers.
Yeah, that's
You don't-
another thing. Like, what's
Do you
No,
know
you
the
don't.
long-term side effects of just popping out kids at 14?
Not everybody's popping out kids at 14. I fucked all through 30s, well, through 14, 15 years of life. Haven't had a kid yet. Tim, going pretty fucking strong. Just because you fucked up one time, don't
I
put that
wasn't-
on everybody
What
else.
would be the difference between whether or not you took a blocker or not?
I didn't
If
lose
you
my-
had taken
I-
a blocker between the
I
age of
didn't lose
10
my
to
B
12,
card till I was
what would be
17,
the difference?
but-
I don't know because we don't know the long-term side effects of blockers yet.
What
I
you
can
don't
tell
know
you
the
that-
long-term side effects of people injecting you with random drugs in a fucking CVS nowadays. So what does it matter?
Whoa, I haven't been.
We're already
nothing I was
you
injected
already
with
have a
before.
J&J vaccine in your arm right now.
I
What
know.
would be the
Last thing I've
difference?
been
I
injected
don't.
with. And I did that just because I'm like, fuck it. But
I
we're
have
What
talking
would
about
be the difference?
we're not talking about me at 30.
You don't know
something
the
that-
long-term ramifications of a drug that you already had inserted into your body.
But I don't. Me not caring about life and not giving a fuck.
So then
is
why do you
totally-
care about random children that you don't know?
Well, we're talking about enforcing a law, so I plan to have
Well,
a
it might
kid.
be
So
your
you're
children.
talking about forcing a law
It could be.
that could affect my kid.
But you're also moving the goalpost of when it's then legal for people to then fuck those.
Yeah, but you might be making like a ton of people fucking sterile doing that shit, or
And would that
I
be a
just
prob-
don't
would that
understand
be
why
a
you have such a
big
problem
issue?
with 50 or not wanting 50, 67-year-olds to fuck like fresh 18? Like, why? I don't.
It is.
understand.
It is also the fresh 18-year-old's choice to fuck that same 50-year-old
Right,
dude.
but Tim's
So
argument
the
is that
conversation
they're
is not
they're
also
not mentally
is-
capable to
They're not.
understand.
Have you ever
everything
talked
yet.
to an
That's his
18-year-old?
argument.
they're
It
not
doesn't-
that fucking bright.
Right. So he's saying they need to be older.
least,
so
like,
they
whose
with
can
fault
nobody
is
understand.
that?
Nature.
So
That's nobody's
so
fault.
wait. So you guys think that the 50-year-old dude is just conning the 18-year-old girl into fucking the 50-year-old dude?
That's the whole point of
Yeah.
grooming, Kyle.
So there's
What are you talking
no
about?
so there's no conversation of the 18-year-old girl who wants to just go out and find the 40 to 50-year-old guys.
Sure
I think
there
there's a certain age where like
Because they find it as
But
to
do you
being
not think
financial.
that
I think
a girl
there's-
that
You
wants
have
to-
18-year-old girls who are out
Yeah.
here getting lip injections and BBLs the day that they get fucking turn 18. You don't think that should be part of the conversation?
yeah, it's raise that to 21 till.
Hold on. What I'm saying would no, like, yeah, no, raise that also. Surgery, but, like,
Yeah.
but no,
you
but
get
so,
lip
like,
injections and
Oh, no, no, no.
BBLs. You have
But,
to
like-
be 21 now.
you,
No, but
you
I think
say
we
that-
should not even consent. I think we should raise a lot of things to 21. Like pulling out a fucking credit card. You shouldn't be able to when you're 18.
I agree.
So many people are getting fucked for that reason. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
What are you talking about? Actually, I would think you should lower the age of credit
Actually,
cards.
No, credit card age is fine. Education needs to be better. If you just teach kids properly how to use credit cards and credit and finances, 18's fine. But we're not teaching.
I would
financial literacy.
advocate that they should lower the age to 15
For credit
for
cards.
credit cards. Yeah. Because if you don't pay it,
Just kidding.
7 years.
I'm like,
Right. How is that
No,
crazy
all right,
at
it's
all?
fine.
Your line of credit literally gets
I
reset after
understand
7
that
years.
if you're responsible. I
So
understand.
Kyle,
Not
answer me
even
this, right?
responsible. You could literally go out and go ape shit and go get, I'm going to go get loans. I'm going to pull out credit cards. I'm going to run up a huge line of debt. Guess what? You don't pay it back for 7 years. It's gone.
Oh,
It
Kyle.
doesn't
So
hurt your shit.
what
It actually
if,
helps you to then go out there and experience these things and then find out that this thing doesn't work. And then you go try something different.
I think you're an idiot. What if, hold on, back to the chicks. What if this 18-year-old girl wants to fuck a 7-year-old, right? To get a bag and come up, right? She can't because she's underage. Gets to 21, her brain is now better, more developed, an adult, and says, "Hey,
Why
you know
would
what?
she-
When I was
why would
18,
she
I was
still-
fucking wildin'."
Why wouldn't she still think that?
I'm just asking you. People mature. The things that you thought when you were 18 and wanted to do, you don't want to do now because you understand. Hey, that
I
might
don't
not
see
be
the
realistic.
difference in an
That might not be
18 or
smart.
21-year-old chick who thinks that she can get a bag from an old dying guy. It would change it all.
It's not the bad. It's just like the
Right. You're
level of
it's-
maturity
right.
is up a little
It's
bit.
the decision that you were able to make. Like you're talking about giving a 15-year-old a fucking credit card. Dog, what even your synopsis of, oh well, he could go run up a bag and da 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 da. No 15-year-old's fucking doing that. You wouldn't have done that type of dumb. You would have bought fucking bubble gum with the fucking credit card, dog.
Yeah, and guess what would have happened? I wouldn't have
told-
had to
who
pay
would've
back
told you to
that
go-
credit
who would've
card,
taught you
and
to file
my credit
bankruptcy?
would have been shit. And then after 7 years, it would have been fine.
Who would not right off rip? Who would have told you to file bankruptcy?
7 years.
Who would have told you?
Who would have told you? You find that out from dealing with it, from experiencing it. So if you go out there and you run up a bunch of credit cards to try and start businesses or something like that, and shit, I can't afford it anymore.
Business?
You go bankrupt, you can't pay those credit cards back. They're all gone after 7 years.
What
My
15-year-old is trying to start a business?
in today's world, all of them.
No, they're not. Not all of them. A
Dog,
very small.
most
percentage.
of them.
hold on,
Anybody
hold
who
on,
watches
hold on,
TikTok
hold on, hold
or
on,
fucking
hold
deals
on,
with any social media,
hold
I 100%
hold on.
believe that they're
Hold
trying
on.
to figure out some
Hold
sort of
on.
way
All of them.
Hold
that
on.
they
Every
can
single
figure
one.
out money.
Hold on.
What?
Fucking Kyle's kind of right that the younger generation now are.
They're trying to get on the hustle.
They're a lot more up, but it's not
We're
90%
talking
of
about
them.
the masses.
Yeah, it's not-
versus a percentage.
Yeah, it's not
Most
a huge
kids
percentage of them.
are not.
It's a bigger percentage than.
But wouldn't
Yeah,
it
our
also
I
generation.
agree.
wouldn't
it's
it
a-
also
you know,
help
it's not-
them to
it's not like every
understand
single
the
one of
credit
them-
system?
How would they understand it?
Because you're living through it. You're going through it. If you're not able to pay it back and like you end up in having bad credit or not paying back, you end up in debt.
As
Then
a 15-year-old.
as a 15-year-old, after 7 years, you're 22.
What lesson does that teach me as a 15-year-old? That, oh wow, my credit cards on credit can't do anything for
My
nothing.
business expense the business that I tried to create with these lines of credit failed.
Right. All right, you're talking
So,
about a
okay,
percentage.
now
I'm
let's
talking
be-
about the masses. The masses you would be fucking. Yes,
How
there
would
are
it fuck the
some
masses?
kids. There are
Because-
some kids that would try to start a business, but we're not talking about them. We're talking about the fucking kids that are just regularly growing the fuck up. They have no interest
They
in a
all
business.
are. They all have social media. They all have TikTok. They all have
It
Facebook.
doesn't mean that
They
I
all
mean,
see
they
this
understand it.
right, and it doesn't mean they want a business.
Dog,
Cool. I fucked up my credit for 7 years.
If you don't
What lesson
understand
did
the
you-
American dream can only be realized unless you own your own business.
I understand that, but not every kid's gonna have their own business.
Who's going to teach them?
But
that?
that's the problem. Shouldn't we be advocating for young children to also create their own businesses?
That's
don't
why
be
I
a slave
said
to a
you
9
need
to 5
teach
system,
financial literacy.
which is also created the fucking the big huge diversity between the upper class and the lower class.
No,
The middle class is almost
agree
gone.
I agree with you.
And
I'm
it's
just
because
saying-
that you don't teach young children
Right.
how to create their own businesses.
Well, technically,
Now, if
and
you want to
the
teach
system
them
doesn't-
and give them a credit, that's two different. You just said just give them a credit card, and I kept asking.
They
who's
don't.
going to
They're
teach
not
them?
going to teach
Life's
them
gonna
that.
lead-
They don't
life's gonna
teach you now. Why wouldn't you give them the tools to experience these types of things?
Well, they don't want you to do that.
The government doesn't want you to
The
do those
government
types of
doesn't.
things
Right.
because they don't want you to figure out the loopholes and to figure out the ways that the system works.
Like to be
Against
honest with you, our saving grace is probably the high schoolers now. Are probably our our saving grace for our
the
future.
ones who are out here making fucking who
Yeah.
get save up all their fucking
Wait, the ones that
Birthday monies.
identify as they, that, and it.
Nah, that's just kind of going away for the younger kids.
yeah, that's the college
Yeah.
generation now.
Yeah, the high school kids right now are like, "Fuck you, we're not doing this." We got furries in our class. We're tired of this shit. They
Yeah,
are
but
way
then you know
more-
what else they're doing? They're making drop shipping companies. Like they run a drop ship Amazon company off their phone while they're in home ec class.
Right. The whole class.
No, but there is like I know what Kyle's
You
saying.
just see
There is
drop ships everywhere, right?
there is a lot of them. There's a
Check Amazon warehouses, dude.
yeah. I'm not
Huh?
I'm not saying Kyle is kind of correct. On
I'm
that,
not saying Kyle's not right,
but
but to say
I
that
but I
is
know what
the
you're saying too.
fucking
I know what you're saying
thing.
too. Like most kids aren't going to be doing that shit. But-
Right.
But you need to be able to teach the kids that there's other avenues of revenue that you can get instead of working a 9 to 5. Because at the end of the day,
Sure.
working a 9 to 5 isn't going to give you the fucking revenue to live the American dream. anymore.
No, I mean, but if you listen to the financial people, they tell you it's not a 9 to 5. I work my job 17, 24, 23 hours a day.
24.
Yeah, and guess what? At the end of the day, if you fucking are sitting, if you're working 20 hours a day, and guess what? You're doing nothing but complaining on your job.
No,
what is
that's
that
not what I'm
for
talking
some
about.
young
I'm
kid
talking
to
about,
fucking look at and be
no,
like,
no.
why would I
No,
want to do this?
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you like listen to the TED Talk guys that own Fortune 500 this and CEOs of that.
You're also talking about old people now. We're talking about people that started these companies when you could buy a house for fucking 60 grand.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about people that are in their 40s and stuff. Like if you listen to the Forbes under 40, like these people are talking about being fucking hustlers and grinding and being like, hey, yeah, no, there's 24 hours in a day and I'm using 19, 20 of them. Like this is a fucking thing.
Yeah, there's nothing to stop you from getting that kind of mindset. Like if you're going to be a hustler, you're going to be a young hustler. Like you're gonna realize that like I'm need to put the work in of like whatever I'm doing. But like it should also be your passion of what you're doing instead of just like, oh, I'm working 19, 20 hours on doing something that I don't like doing.
Oh, then most people aren't gonna succeed.
The American way is not set up for most people to succeed.
Oh, well then all that shit you're just talking, throw that shit out the window.
But the American way is
that's not going to be most people.
It's the only
people are going to be the 9 to 5.
We're the only.
The idea is for the American way right now is to make as many worker bees that are oblivious to the things that are going on in life, because you're so oppressed by having so much like need to go to your 9 to 5 bullshit job to make ends meet. That is the big problem.
This conversation has gone way
off the rails.
Yeah. Way fucking off course.
Started from
what does this have to do with AIDS consent?
21-year-olds cannot make fucking the right financial decisions.
What fucking podcast were you listening to today?
No, who's that fucking old?
I was literally listening to something that was spot on to what you were saying today. Kyle has just been deterring us from trying to.
No, I just hate that.
Switch the age.
As a finance 21 guy.
Because he wants it down to 15.
Now I want credit cards down to 15.
Whatever.
I want hormone. I want hormone blockers from fucking age 10 to 13.
He's trying to put science into our fucking children. Is that what you guys want?
What's this dude's name? Dave something. Dave.
Break fan over here.
Fuck's this dude's name? I just know that like I watched a video of this old fucking dude talking about like somebody had called in because he's a finance guru, and the guy called in and was like, hey, I have 2 kids and I'm spending like $28,000 a year in daycare.
God damn.
And he's well, I mean, when you look at the prices of daycare in America,
couldn't tell you.
It's about that much.
Yeah, it's probably that makes sense. It's probably what?
It's about $2,500 a month.
I was going to say
what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How much a fucking
it's
day?
expensive.
Is it an hour?
Yeah.
Like, how do you wait? What?
Yeah, you're spending like $200 a day on daycare. Somebody to just watch your kid change their diapers, and put up a little fucking video that some lady made in her basement on YouTube of counting 1 to 3.
I see why motherfuckers make daycares. I'm about to tell my girl.
Dude, there's money in daycares.
There's insane money in daycares.
A lot of money. I saw this one lady on TikTok. I was pretty impressed by her setup. She had 2 houses. She had her house. She converted a house into a daycare, right?
So she just put some fucking doorstops.
Well, no, dude. For this lady, she did it right though. She turned her whole garage into like a play area. You had the mats and everything.
Dave Ramsey.
She had a classroom in one of the bedrooms. Like she
did it right,
dude. It looks like a daycare just in a house.
Charges like $400.
Probably makes back. Good for her.
Oh, yeah, 100%
Yeah,
good for her. Yeah, no, I'm not
Yeah.
shitting on it at all.
And she lives right next door, so she wakes up and just
walks right next door.
Walks right over. The whole property is hers. You know.
She got a husband?
I don't know. I just saw one TikTok.
Probably divorced.
I didn't go in there, but I'll tell you what, her setups, like, you could tell she's dedicated. She had a whole board. She had all the fucking
mom in my life.
Yeah, she definitely she wasn't lazy about it at all. Like, she
don't seem like it. No,
yeah,
she about it.
Yeah,
she probably
it was sick. I was like, I didn't even
kid.
have a kid. I want to send my kid here.
But then also the discrepancy between that is like, okay, that's $400 a week, right? The difference could be like, okay, $200 a week. You're dropping your kid off to some lady who's also has drugs underneath the crib.
That happens a lot.
That happens a lot.
You understand though, when you're around a bunch of little badass, loud fucking kids that ain't yours, I gotta get high. And if I drink, then they're gonna smell alcohol on my breath, and that's a problem. I'm gonna pop these pills, smoke a little bit, shoot a little bit, snort something. Kids are fucking annoying.
Yeah, but it's usually never the babysitters. It's always like the babysitter's like boyfriend or something that's like hiding drugs underneath the crib or some bullshit like that. And like, oh, a kid got into a bag of fentanyl and fucking then the fucking kid it just touched it with their fingertips and now they're dead. So
any ideas,
Jim? Yeah, dude, it's not hard for you to sound fentanyl on the streets. Doesn't take much, and it's very cheap.
I'm on the
you definitely sell dope for very cheap, and it wouldn't take much.
I'm on the ratting side of the law now.
The right side. I low key wish it was the 80s and we can
I wish I could meet
real, good fun corruption.
Who's the bull? Who's the guy? Y'all know him. Dead now. David McKinney. Is that his name? Bull from Blow.
Oh, I don't know his name. I forget his name, but I know
George.
Yes.
George.
Yeah. What about him?
I wish I was around when that nigga was around. 60s, boy. I want to meet that nigga. He was going straight to Pablo. I'm trying. He was the nigga to be around. His friends was people.
That was the 80s. That was the 80s.
It was the 60s.
Pablo was.
I was the 70s.
70s.
Because in the late
we were in
the
Blow was about
George
the 70s.
moves to Los Angeles with his friend Tuna. They meet Barbara, flight attendant.
Great movie.
George.
Yeah, Blow's a fantastic movie.
Because in the late 1960s, this happened.
Okay, you're right. I was wrong. Yeah, was that when Pablo was around? Was during the 60s?
60s and 70s,
yeah.
Oh, why did I think he was like 80s?
I mean, he was around then too.
I guess you're right. Yeah, he was around for a while. Yeah, he got caught.
Pablo really wasn't he was around.
He got caught in the early 90s, right? Pablo was in the 80s. Wait, I forget. Did he? I remember he went
93.
He died. 93. He died. He died in 90. Okay, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he was born in 49. So yeah, he was.
He lived almost a pretty good 50 years.
44.
Yeah, almost 50.
Dude, he was almost president of Colombia. Right? Didn't he run?
Yeah, man.
Didn't he run for presidency?
Oh.
Pablo.
He ran for parliament.
That's what it was.
Pablo Emilio Escobar.
Yeah, he got elected as an alternate member of a chamber.
Isn't that what kind of fucked him too? Was because his name got out more because of the.
Look at this guy. Trust that guy in the bathroom selling you an 8-ball?
Dun, dun, dun. What was that? I always think of that song.
He says, yo, give me a ball. And he pulls out a couple bags for you.
A couple of fucking squares. A couple of rectangles. How are those Bud Lights going?
Dude, they're fucking fantastic, dude.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the Bud Lights now. that full body flavor of the Bud
Yeah, I was
Light is
listening.
just
I was
fucking-
listening. I was listening to Shane Gillis today, and I'm like, Kyle. I think Kyle's starting to have a Shane Gillis persona.
I'm having a Shane Gillis fucking.
Like you
I'm in
sound
love
like
with Shane Gillis's persona.
He's
BLs
drinking
all day, baby.
So what the downfall was, kind of right, Tim, was political. So he tried to kill the president of Colombia,
That's what it
and he blew up a plane, and everybody died. And
Yes. Okay.
the U.S. found out that he had parts, and then he also blew up a building. You know, that's when he was like, okay, we got to go get this guy. He was only sentenced to 5 years in jail.
Yeah, and remember what his jail was like?
Yeah.
He
got out in 92.
Oh, didn't he have his own jail? He like made his own jail.
Oh, he got killed by the cops. Damn.
This
I
guy,
don't know.
he got
Yeah,
sentenced-
he was being housed in a self-built prison.
Yeah. It was nothing but parties the whole time.
That's fire. I don't even know why you would escape. I think you built this.
I know. Well, I
Like
think
what?
he escaped for a reason. I think.
Like, yeah, because he didn't want to be captive anymore.
Yeah, I think the military was gonna. I think they were.
They were trying to move him to a more standard
Maybe
holding
that's what.
facility.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
and then he escaped during that.
because they already
led-
made a tunnel. They were already
Yeah.
ready for that. Yeah.
And then they found he was away for a year though, and they found him in 93, and then they killed him. Police killed him.
Dude, I love learning about like shit like that. Even like this might be wild, but like even like the Middle Eastern like head honchos.
Oh yeah, all that shit.
You know, yeah, because it's kind of the same,
Mm-hmm.
same, but a little different. You know, a little different.
Same, but time different.
Yeah. And it's just like it's just wild. Like even the Hamas guys, aren't they like they're in Turkey? Is that where they're at? The leaders? They're like
Yeah.
they're like we like it's like kind of like this similar thing.
That's just wild. This is definitely fucking wild.
Oh, I had a question that was brought to me today. Do you guys think that Kim K is a talented individual?
You know what?
It's a good question.
I think she used her resources very well.
So her mom?
What?
Through
Well,
her
that through her mom, through her being a Kardashian, the whole.
I don't
But-
give Kim any of that credit. That was all her mom.
No, I'm not saying, but what I'm saying is like, I guess you're right. That might be.
Yeah, her mom was the one that decided to leverage the sex tape. Let's get the Kardashians a TV show. Like,
I will say that
Self
Kim
brand.
has
Yeah.
had a big hand in changing the porn industry.
but that's no. You asked if she has talent.
Yeah, like talent wise, I don't think Kim has a like. I wouldn't say she has no talent, but like I don't think that Kim.
You
has
know what?
no
No, you know
talent.
what her talent is. She is not a bad public speaker.
Yeah, I mean her public
give you
speakingness could be a talent.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
That's a
You
yeah.
can
Because not
kinda,
everybody
like-
has it. Yeah, that's a talent
but not like,
by definition.
but like she can kind of like you could throw her in like they threw her in the SNL. She did a great job, but like she didn't do like a bad job. I don't know if it's a talent, but you can kind of throw her into anything.
I mean, she was used to being on camera.
Yeah,
It was just weird that she had clothes on.
well, talent. I feel like is something you're not just born with. You have to kind of like earn, like build that.
Right, and that's what that was my thing with the public speak. I'm like, well, people do take public speaking classes, and they go from shitty to very well.
Yeah, like I think she's
Like-
pretty decent at it.
Sure,
And also, you
100%,
gotta
but-
also
better
realize
than I
that,
would
like,
be.
Something that anybody and everybody could in theory, be good at if they took the time.
Think of the time difference between her public speaking and like her public speaking nowadays between the sex tape and today is over 20 years.
Well, yeah, she
You
got
don't
20
think
years
she
of
could have
being on
gained,
camera with her clothes on. So
gaining that
yeah
type of talent throughout.
I mean, you got to think when speaking in front of however many people live versus speaking in front of a camera where millions in the world are watching. That's probably I'll easily speak in front of a fucking crowd. Like that's
being harassed on
the
internet for forever.
Only these 100 people will hear these words versus if I just sneeze weird on camera, the world's gonna make me.
It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that Joe Rogan bit where he's like, if aliens came here, and they're like, well, who's your most famous woman? He's like, well, Kim Kardashian. Why is she famous?
She got fucked by a black guy
yeah,
one time.
But it's like it actually all started with this football player, and they're like, the whole thing, and they're like, wait, what? why is she the most famous? She's got a big ass.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was thinking about because I got asked the question. She's like, "Yo, do you think that like Kim Kardashian has talent?" I was like, I don't think she has talent per se, but I do think that she did change the porn industry. Because also, like, if you do think about it in the time, like, how many women did you see that were in the porn industry had gigantic tits and a huge fat ass? That wasn't really the industry standard for the women
I'm not gonna
of the time.
Kim even in the porn category. She had a sex tape. She had a leaked sex tape. I'm not gonna put her in the porn.
You don't think that like that video changed the porn industry though? No. Of what people wanted to see?
No.
Yeah, no.
Because I don't. It wasn't about Kim's body type. It was the fact that oh my god, this is a celebrity sex tape. Like she could have been flat as a board, no titties, no ass.
Yeah,
I mean, Paris Hilton.
You also got to realize
Paris Hilton's sex tape came out, and that was just as popular.
Yeah, I mean, if anything,
white.
It's not the synonymous like important sex tape.
I wouldn't call Kim's the important. I think if you bring up Kim K in this, then it's synonymous. But when I think of just celebrity porn, I'm going to think Paris Hilton. I'm going to think Pamela Anderson.
It was a Ray J sex tape.
Right, and the Joan wasn't like. There's much better celebrity sex. Like that's not the go-to in my brain of celebrity sex tapes.
I think the best one's Tommy Lee and Pam.
Yeah, that might have been the greatest.
Yeah.
So you say what made Kim?
I was in Daylight.
Pam. Pam Anderson. Like, and then Paris Hilton.
Pam's also leaning into the same angle. It's like, okay, we got a chick here with huge ass titties.
And at the time,
my only argument is I think that like Kim and Pam led the way towards like the body type that people.
Tits. No, there's a bunch of chicks with big titties out here. Carmella Bing.
Yeah, but I think like after Kim, it became more of a big ass, like a more mainstream kind of thing that people liked in porn.
I would say more
big tits, bigger ass.
I wouldn't even do that tits thing.
I would say maybe bigger ass. Not
I would go.
And I'm not going to give that to Kim because
I'm not giving it to Kim. I'm just saying if you're going to make the argument, I would go more ass just because I think the standard.
You didn't see Kim's ass in that section.
Yeah, because I know big boobs have always been a thing.
Been a thing.
Yeah.
But you didn't see Kim's ass. It wasn't like, yo, her ass crazy fat.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was that crazy during that.
You didn't see it.
I don't really remember.
Other than her standing in the bathroom, and it wasn't nothing like today with these chicks with these fucking shelves for asses.
It's a crazy BBL.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not really for it.
No, I'll give Kim. I'll say maybe credit for the fashion and everything. I just don't know how much input she has when it comes to picking out her lipstick, fingernail pop, wardrobe. I just don't know how much input she has, but
so that's why that's the only thing I could argue with her having talent.
Right, that is a talent. I mean, fashion is a talent.
I will
not the fashion stuff.
The only thing
talking about her natural proportions.
Oh yeah, I'm not
talent.
I think this is probably.
I think she just got surrounded by the right people who were hungry enough.
I will say one thing about most of the Kardashians. Maybe Rob's the only one that fell off. Like none of them, like all of them, took advantage of what they had. I'll give them that.
Yeah, 100%.
Like none of
But I
like,
also think that was
Yeah.
100% due more to the mom than it was to their
yeah,
own
yeah.
like divulsions.
But I'm just saying, like, it's not like they're
Because
not.
Courtney was
they're
always
not-
known as
they're-
the ugly one until she decided, was like, you know what, I'm tired of being called the ugly one, so I'm gonna go out here and work on myself.
She was became
Nah, you know what?
hot as shit.
Nah,
You're thinking, Courtney or Chloe?
Chloe, I think
Chloe.
I think I
Yeah.
said Courtney, but I think I was talking about
Chloe.
Chloe.
She's the
Yeah.
biggest one.
You know what though?
No, they didn't, Tim. They didn't. They all didn't use what they had.
Yeah,
Rob.
Courtney really didn't.
No,
That's
not
no,
Courtney. Nope,
I
nope,
that's
nope.
why. Hold on,
No.
that's why I said most of them because
Oh,
Rob
okay.
was in the back of my head.
Okay, gotcha.
Rob
Yeah,
was in the back of my
Rob
head.
definitely didn't do any of
Yeah.
that. He took it and was like, he got hit with the fame and he spun out of control.
You didn't want it.
Well, yeah, obviously he didn't want
They
it
couldn't
at all
handle. I don't
too
think
as
they could
well.
handle it.
Yeah, I mean that is a wild thing to put your family through. It's like, oh, now we have cameras in our face 24/7.
I'll tell you what, my favorite. I didn't watch a lot of it, but I have a little sister, so I'd go downstairs and it was always on.
Bruce.
No, not Bruce. My favorite. My favorite is Scott, dude.
Scott was the realest of the
Scott was
OGs.
fucking funny as shit. And like that's why I ended up sitting on the couch and like, you know what? Like,
I just know Scott. Well, I don't even know because I just feel like from what I've heard about Scott feels like a piece of shit, but like he's that piece of shit to the right person, like Courtney, where you just keep coming back and she don't know what else to do because like he's that right type of piece of shit.
yeah.
And I feel like Travis Barker's that type of piece of shit. We just don't.
Did you hear? What was he? Who was talking about? Was it Bert Kreischer? I think it was Bert Kreischer. They did like a run, like a marathon, like it was a 5K.
Probably,
And I think I don't know. They might have hosted it, like the Two Bears might have hosted it. I forget. But apparently Travis Barker didn't even tell anybody. Didn't show up with anybody. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
He like beat his entire group by like 5 minutes.
Oh shit!
They're like, it was on KFC, and he's like, Travis Barker is like the fastest man alive. and then you know what he did afterwards? Beelined it to the parking lot and left.
Are you talking about the 5K run thing?
Yeah,
that happened.
Yeah.
The one thing of Two Bears that isn't a fucking ad for their vodka.
I'm sure it was there.
Did you guys watch the roast of Tom Brady?
Not all of it.
Never.
I heard it was what I watched was good. I think Nikki Glazer's bit was pretty good. It was a lot better than a lot of roasts that came out in a long time.
That's what I thought.
But I didn't watch all of it though.
Tim, did you see it live or did you see the recap?
Recap. I watched it afterwards.
Okay, so did you know that who the fuck's the roast master? Jeff Ross. Did you see Jeff Ross make a joke about Robert Kraft?
Yes.
So you did see that too?
Yeah, they left.
Because I didn't remember seeing that during the original broadcast or like on the thing, like on Netflix.
That was real, apparently.
That apparently supposedly was real, but like
because apparently
Jeff Ross
Tom
made it.
told him
Yeah,
not to
Tom was like, "No, don't make no jokes about Bob and the fucking massages."
Yeah.
So, but I just also thought that was I thought like I didn't watch the entire thing. I saw Tony's
because it was long. It was long.
It was 3 hours long.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so long. It doesn't need to be that long.
Which I kind of get. It's in a stadium. You got all.
Yeah, it's also live.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, maybe that's why it was 3 hours. And it's Tom Brady. I get it. But I will say it was one of the best roasts.
You just got too many people.
Far. Tony
killed it. Nikki killed it.
Nikki always kills it though.
I thought Tom and Bert's fucking section was kind of
But they weren't like they were like side hosts though, right?
Well, they were a presenter or a roaster. Yeah. So like you're on stage as a like I thought Sam J did a good fucking job. Kevin did a phenomenal job. Jeff was boring. I don't really understand how he's the roast master or like the king of the roasts.
How
I
about
had it
Julie?
on
How about Julie with the what was the comment?
Julian
about that?
Edelman.
Yeah,
Yeah, Julian did a fantastic fucking
I
job.
love him, dude. But was it him that brought up Aaron Hernandez?
I mean,
I think they all did.
Aaron was brought up very early.
Yeah.
Jeff Ross brought up Aaron Hernandez. Yeah. As soon as he came out dressed as OJ, he said Aaron Hernandez says fucking hello. I also did find it was hilarious at the fact that they just kept calling Gronk retarded. That shit was so fucking.
You know what's funny? He is really good with numbers.
That doesn't surprise me. This guy's like not terribly like bad with numbers or anything like that.
He also smashed a piece of glass in it, like
into some lady's face. Yeah, he smashed a shot glass and it went right into a lady's face.
He's a real life Thad Castle, though.
Yeah, 100%.
He's definitely a real life Thad Castle.
I thought it was good though. I thought the roast was good. It was too long, but like at the same time, it was good to see like an actual like
good roast.
Well, it was good to see like the pendulum swinging of like, okay, we're gonna do something, and it's like not gonna be PC.
Yeah,
and we're gonna say things that aren't PC.
Yeah,
and it was just good to see like comedians and like people go up there and talk shit.
Yeah, I think having his teammates up there too.
Question.
Doing it too, probably.
You said it was good. I heard that a lot from people that saw this whatever. Oh, comedy's back. You know, they cross lines and whatever. Did Kevin Hart say anything crazy?
Kevin Hart had a good I think Kevin Hart did a good.
Did he? That's not it. Did he say anything crazy?
I'm trying to remember. I can't remember.
You would remember
all the time.
A faggot or made fun of the trans or.
I remember he had one. He had something good. I can't remember what he said. What did he say? I'm really holding a piss right now, so it's kind of hard to think.
It's all in your brain. Oh, my point is like
I know it's in my bladder. Jeff.
If a Jeff Ross says something controversy, cancelable, nobody gives a fuck about Jeff Ross. He was canceled before. He was canceled just by not having a job before.
Kevin talking about the whole Giselle and fuck them kids, I thought was pretty funny.
But was that did he say anything cancelable?
No, I don't think so.
Right. So the biggest comic out there didn't do anything that was, real comedy's back. But a Nikki Glazer who, whatever, great. Jim Ross, Jeff Ross, great.
I think Kevin Hart's in a different.
No, but to say that comedy's back, because like I said, I heard that's a lot about it.
No, comedy is back.
But is it back by no-name comics that nobody cares about so they can say whatever because nobody cares? Or is it done by the big comics such as a Kevin Hart? Because if Kevin Hart comes out and does some old school comedy, we back, baby. We back. But if Jeff Ross says some dumb shit.
What did Kevin ever say?
Kevin did talk about Chelsea Handler and Kim K both taking black dick. I mean, it's not a cancelable.
What has Kevin ever done that was cancelable on stand-up?
Nothing, but that's my point. He stayed within the PC. He's never done the I'm going to go back to when comedy was comedy.
Yeah, but now here's the thing. That's not
Kevin's racial jokes.
You know, like I don't know if Kevin's really I don't think Kevin's ever been that kind of comedian. You know, Kevin.
So no real comic that people would like the masses would care if they go away.
No, Tony Hinchcliffe's one of them. Well, he's kind of up and coming.
Tony killed it.
Yeah. You know,
Tony's set was insane.
I'm trying to think of like a roast, like what would like really be too controversial. I mean, they all made fucking hanging jokes and you know, stuff about Aaron Hernandez, and I mean the two big things was that and Tom Brady's wife cheating on him. But like I don't know what else. I don't know really what else would be like a
like an offensive, like triggering the LGBTQ, the retardeds, any of these. We all know what words are.
Well, they called Gronk a retard the whole time.
I don't know if retards one,
but he definitely did call Gronk retarded a lot.
Yeah, so I don't really know who would be that controversial.
Not controversial. I'm not. I just mean like the things that trigger these soft people nowadays, to where you called me sir, not ma'am.
I know the biggest one right now.
it's
the biggest one, right?
The biggest one groups upset.
The biggest one right now that says some of the craziest shit might be Shane Gillis now, but he wasn't at the roast.
No, he was at the roast. He just didn't.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
He just
in
didn't
the roast.
do the roast.
Yeah, he was at the roast, but he wasn't in the roast.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I think it's better. It's probably might be the best.
And I guess you really won't know
I want to say like
until the next like big stand-up special from somebody that's not anybody that was on the roast panel. That's the only way you'd really.
But also, Kevin wasn't on the panel. He was the host of the thing.
Yeah, I think Kevin's kind of a bad example.
I didn't know what he did on there because I didn't watch it.
Kevin's the host of it, so if you think about it, like Kevin's the one who has to like diffuse the situations to trying to bring it back to like if someone says something crazy, to try and diffuse it and being like, we're having.
So Kevin didn't tell any jokes.
Kevin told jokes, but he didn't tell
His first set.
Yeah, he didn't have a set.
No, he had the first.
Yeah, but it was really his introduction. It was really great.
I thought he still said some funny shit.
Yeah, I mean, he's the host thing, but like, I don't think as the host you're gonna try and touch on like hot topics.
You got to save it for the other people and shit like that.
You got to save it for the rest of the comics, and then like you also got to like.
But Kevin Hart's
got to bring the crowd back.
I don't know if Kevin Hart's really a controversial comic if he's ever been one.
No.
The worst thing that he's ever said was like if my son's gay, I'll smash a playhouse over his head. And that was on Twitter.
Right. Well, that's a.
Oh, I got pissed so bad.
Well, I mean, we've been doing this for a long time. We can end this for this week. So, all right. If you guys have liked this episode, please like and subscribe. We didn't have a visit from our good friend Jimmy Rizzo. Jimmy Rizzo, you're a bitch if you didn't show up. So
shout out, Jimmy. Hope you back next week.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll shout you out too, there, fucking black co-host.
Yeah, it's because I'm not an asshole to people.
Yeah, all right.
And usually I come here right after being customer service friendly, Jay. So like I'm usually always in a good mood to fucking randoms. Hey, how you doing?
So, all right. Well, everybody, if you like the episode, please like, subscribe. It means a ton to us. It means nothing to you. But we will be back next week. So thank you all for listening. And we will be back with a live stream, with a live in-person episode coming up soon.
That's not a guarantee.
So that is a guarantee.
That's not a guarantee.
That's a guarantee.
We promise.
Me and Tim will at least be there. And I know Tim will be there because it's his house.
It's in my house.
There's no guarantee.
There's
100% a guarantee. I guarantee that there will be an episode of me and Tim at least on his couch.
What are we using for a camera, by the way?
Huh?
What are we using for a camera?
Phone.
Okay.
There's no guarantee. Man, you don't even know if you're going to wake up tomorrow, but you're talking about, guarantee.
It's a guarantee, dog.
Either way, Kyle's going to be on my couch filming. All right.
Absolutely.
Right. Later, guys. Have a good one.
Have a good one, Pete.
Seems like I have to go. Please.